Hey everyone, Madonna and Joy here.
Hi, people.
She's got her woolly hair on today. It's very soft, it's lovely.
What else would it be?
Hmm.
Not a dog.
He's lovely. Okay. So where are you at stress-wise?
You mean stress-wise or pain-wise?
So pain-wise is still quite huge, obviously.
Mm-hmm. However, now, I know you're not poking me deliberately, but there where that is, where
Caught a
that
cat, yeah.
I know when you touch it.
Yeah. How long's it been since it was removed?
Month, 5 weeks, 6 weeks.
Yeah, right. So it's just not healing very well.
Oh, it's healed.
Oh, not if it's still in pain, it's not. There must be scar tissue or something in there.
I've no doubt there is. Well, they might have cut some nerves there too, who'd know. I reckon it's they left it. I mean, I know Michael Rice took the stitches out and you couldn't see any stitches.
Yep.
But I reckon there must have been some ones made of fishing line, because fishing line is very ouchy if you have a necklace made with fishing line and the ends aren't,
Optimal, yeah.
if the ends aren't completely hidden,
Yeah.
or if they haven't been burnt so that they don't stick into you, they have, well, I have dry skin and needles, so it's obviously I have more of the thing that the ends of fishing line.
Yeah.
I don't mean the hooks.
What's your next step?
I get the results tomorrow to see if I've got kidney stones,
Okay.
which is probably a cause of breast cancer, probably caused it, or probably all the offensive things that have been done to me,
Yeah.
or probably even putting on weight because I felt so crook from the offensive things.
Yeah, because when our BMI sneaks up over 30, the tummy fat is releasing fatty acids all the time, so it ends up making the blood more acidic. Basically, it means you chew up more minerals then, so you need more magnesium, more potassium.
Right.
How have your cramps been? Not too bad?
No, even when I remember to take cramp stuff, I'm still likely to get them in some of the positions in the gym.
In yoga or Pilates?
Well, who knows? The teachers we got now, I'm not exactly sure where the line is drawn.
Yeah. Oh, that's good too. Makes it a bit more interesting.
And we've got Emma found a boyfriend who was actually doing yoga.
So Emma's an instructor?
She was. She's now gone to live on Bribey Island with the boyfriend. Who also must have lived in Bodesert if he was coming to Bodesert Gym.
Yeah, right.
But because he's got a prophysis,
A what? Prothesis?
he must have a little reaping hook for a foot. Not as big
Wow.
or as sharp as a reaping hook.
Yep. What
Nice
happened to his
man.
foot?
Do you think it was that rude?
Sometimes people tell you.
I have no idea. I didn't ask. But when it's a young male, one would assume, rightly or wrongly, that it was probably either car or motorbike.
I had a guy years ago who lost feeling in his legs because he was a young butcher, and they used to do that trick where they'd throw the knives around and then try to catch it, and it landed in his leg. Actually, it is sort of funny
Well,
because
you weren't
he was
allowed to
a
do that
bit
meat works I worked at.
he was a bit younger than his girlfriend, so he was about 18 or something, and I think his girlfriend was about 22, and she'd been seeing me on and off for years. Since she was a teenager, I'd been helping her out with school and stuff. Anyway, so it was one of those things. I was doing some NOT, so I put the finger cots on, and he had this look on his face of, what are you going to do to me? And the next time I saw his girlfriend, she said he was never so happy to open his mouth for anyone in his life.
Yeah. Anyway, so we've now, Emma used to do an hour of Pilates, well, first she used to do Pilates, an hour of Pilates followed by an hour of yoga, or it might have been 2 hours of yoga, who bloody know, on a Tuesday night.
Yep.
now we have Cynthia for the first hour. And God help us, we had Katie last night. Last Tuesday I must have been still at the PA and it was too late to go home to those sessions. So other people had Katie for the second time, I had her for the first time.
Yeah, right.
And I have no idea if Katie was good, bad or indifferent because...
Are they still keeping it to a certain number of people at the gym?
I don't think... It's a bit like having a dance. I mean, we can't have dances. We can only have dancing classes and you have to bring your own food. My gut is bloody tender, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you can only dance with the person you go with and all sorts of shit like that, and take your own supper, take your own plate. Though they do have some throwaway cups if you forget to take your own cup. And I think that 20 seems to be the number for a lot of things that you can do for classes.
Yeah.
But there seems to be a few different sets of rules.
Yeah.
We were talking about taking the wall out at Station Master House at Rotary on Sunday when we had 8 Rotary clubs got together to do things, and they asked, and we said the most important thing we had to do was get the wall down, and the president for whatever the area, he thought he meant that we had half of the Rotarians weren't talking to the other half, but it's actually wall. There are 2 big rooms in Station Master House, and neither of them was quite big enough for the number of Rotarians, so we physically have to take down a wall.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And then we went to Rotary on Monday night. The man is staying in the Annalee Motel for a week, and guess who's got the Annalee Motel? Bloody Trish Carey, and Garth is living in bloody Desert. Has been for some time. I never set eyes on him.
Yeah, right.
He's never been to an LMP meeting. I can tell you what he hasn't been to. And obviously
I'm thinking of joining, well, I'm already a member, but I'm thinking about starting to go to IMOP, which is, I don't know what it stands for, but it's something about medical freedom, choice and medical freedom. And I'm also already a member of the Health Australia Party. So I think I might start going to meetings because...
Probably wouldn't be a bad idea if you could stand it. Sometimes.
With ScoMo saying this morning again, I mean, they've been saying forced vaccines all year, which is a bit of a worry.
I think the worst part is that at present, there aren't any of the political parties are having meetings. So therefore, none of them are getting any feedback from their members.
Oh, right.
Not even from a minimum number of people. And so many people are still terrified. Like Bush Bards, we used to have, bad day we'd have 12, but sometimes we'd have 20.
Yeah.
We had 5 the other day, and Archie. Sometimes we'd have 22 or 24 at Power Talk. And the other night we had 5 or 6 of us on the ground and Julian on Zoom.
Yeah.
I found out why I couldn't install Zoom. I had too many photos on my camera. And possibly the reason why the phone hasn't worked for so long is because the battery was buggered and wouldn't charge.
Yeah, right.
We haven't checked it to see if it actually works, but...
How's the burn healing from the radiation? Is that all healed?
I think, one assumes it's probably healed, because that part of the tip there, the bottom right-hand quadrant, was pretty well sore from Boxing Day.
Yeah, right.
Didn't get sore from the 19th of Boxing Day because I had so much anaesthetic in it.
Okay.
Well, something. It was
Yeah, yeah.
obviously something, because Christmas Day was fine. I wasn't in pain.
Yeah.
I was probably in pain in my arm, but in this arm. I probably didn't feel that flash. And Doug drove at least one way. I bet if anyone had seen you doing that in Salem, you'd have been with a long drop. A lot of things that people in Grimm's fairy stories, that were Grimm's stories, no, stories and horrible stories, but all of things like the Little Mermaid that, you know, had someone obviously had a tail amputated and legs stuck on, but it was done by magic or something.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then every time she danced with the prince, it hurt like the devil, like the swords were sticking in her. I'm thinking, I wonder if any of these poor sods actually had an operation and they was hurting for the rest of the time from the whatever that they had cut off.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's often those phantom pains, aren't they? Is that what you're thinking?
I don't know if mine are phantom pains or what, but I know.
Oh, no, there won't be phantom pains. Are you getting the grasshopper feeling yet? That's when things start to heal. So usually after the radiation, at some stage there's sort of like a real grasshopper feeling in there, like things just moving around, and it's often when the nerves are starting to repair. Not yet.
Well, there were any insects in there, I'd probably went out a glass of wine and think that
that'll fix it. Good thinking. Your base chakra keeps blowing with everything I'm doing, you know, top half. So obviously we know you don't cope well with pain, but pain must blow your base chakra, because it's like you just...
Pain that's normal, I cope well with.
Yeah.
Like if someone kicks you at karate and all of that, I really think I have a high level for that sort of pain.
Yep.
But, yeah, constant pain is hard to deal with.
If you're running out of all... Are you starting to run out of all your supplements? I've still got plenty of all sorts of things.
God, I've got so much stuff. Some of them I'm running out of, but I don't want any more until I've got rid of.
Yeah. Cool.
Another bucket full. Today I had a look at those. Had a look at the stem enhance or whatever for whatever bugger that. So I had some of the sweet stuff. Because
Zeolite. Fibroplex.
But I put some zeolite and some other ugly stuff in with it. I thought, God, I've got to have something to liven this up.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've had a single day when I may have stuck to my diet.
But a few kilos has shifted already.
Well, probably shifted. I don't know if it was since I went on the diet or since I started thinking about going on the diet. But we certainly had.
We should do a VLA maybe.
We certainly had because it was Rotary dinner at Jimboomba Hall, we certainly had a 2-course or 3-course, whatever. We had a bloody big feed at Jimboomba Hall for lunch.
Yeah.
And then the next night we had a 2-course meal at the RSL. And they didn't, and it was every second drop, so it wasn't any of it. And then last night I told Doug to just get me some vegetables. So I got some pumpkin and potato and cooked apple.
Not on the diet either.
But I thought, God help us. To birthday, I had a look in the fridge and I had 80 grams of cooked chook and 2 slices of gluten-free bread. Thought I'd better have a look at something for breakfast. I thought, that isn't under anything.
No.
I thought the only thing was that if that, and whatever I have for dinner tonight, is not too bad. Sometimes you might well get within the bloody calories, that's the things.
Yeah.
And I
Because when you're up over 500 calories, you just don't burn the fat.
500 calories, is that how many it is?
Yeah. So when you have your 100 grams of protein twice a day, 2 cupfuls of veggies twice a day, a piece of fruit twice a day, and a small amount of starch twice a day, that's 500 calories. So 2 bits of bread is going to instantly be 200 or more calories.
Would 1 slice of bread pass?
Well, it's still
Instead
100 calories.
Okay, what are the grissini sticks?
Oh, they're like 10 calories.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So a slice of bread is not equivalent to a grissini
It's all right,
stick.
just checking. Especially 2.
Were you particularly hungry? Or were you sick in the tummy? Or were you just using it up? Or
I was using it up.
okay.
That'll do.
Yep.
There was chook there, and it was, and there wasn't anything that was specifically one would have suggested to have with it in the fridge. Which means that I need to go shopping. But I think I got the phones fixed. If you need to do something that armpit that'll make it better, do it, but try not to make me cry. What did you say getting fat does?
Makes you more acidic. So the more acidic you are, the more your nervous system's going to struggle healing.
I'm having a nice feel of your boob here, kid. I wonder what's that?
Yeah. So, and I think it's when you suck in your tummy, sucked in, you want your waist measurement at your belly button to be less than 32.5 inches.
Oh, it's probably less than 42.
Close.
Oh, I haven't weighed it.
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah, we might do your VLA actually. Just see if the chemo and radiation's just eating away your muscle mass.
Oh. Oh, can I do that?
Absolutely. Because it just traumatizes the body so much. And you know that whole thing with Coca-Cola, if you stick a steak in the sink and you pour Coca-Cola on it, it'll all dissolve, because Coke's so acidic. So when we're stressed, in pain, we're
so
acidic.
how can Coke possibly get rid of kidney stones?
No, you're using the phosphoric acid really specifically there.
Ah.
Mm. And you're only doing it for 1 day in a 2-hour period, and then you're alkalizing the body afterwards.
Right.
So you're using it very specifically. And because you're dehydrated on the day, because you don't drink anything until 11 a.m. in the morning, and then you have 2.2 litres of flat Coca-Cola between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m.
And then you spend the rest of the day throwing up, I suppose.
And then at 2 o'clock you have 2 cupfuls of asparagus, which helps to alkalize the body. So it's really specific combination. But quite often people see, like little grains of sand in their urine by that night.
Everyone can clean the toilet.
Okay, chakra's happy. Let me check your celestial circuit. Center of gravity. You're not feeling out of kilter, out of balance, wobbly, wonky?
Where do I look at this? What are you doing with it?
Hold up.
What?
Oh, okay. Well, hold up, but that's not working. So it says, yes, your center of gravity is not where it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be here. No.
Oh.
It's on the left. Okay. So your centre of gravity's gone wandering.
The border cat might have took it away. It might have got in there and they took it out.
Both arms and hold. That's better. Okay.
One day Jimmy's chakra is when we have to walk on his chakra to get into his house.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yes, he's a funny little bundle.
Okay. Well, we might leave that there and do your VLA.
Right, what do I have to do with that? You stay here and you stick bits of blobs on me.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time.